Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Udhirayet Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhakta Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloki Bhaktir Bhavati Nashtaki Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nanda Gopa Kumaraya Govindaya Om Ajnana Tirandasya Jnanandashalakaya Chakshurungitam Tasmai Sri Gurave Namah. Namo Vishnu Chitudarpanamarchanam Bhavamahadavagni Nirvapanam Shreyaha Kairava Chandrika Vitaranam Vidyavadu Jivanam Anandambudivardhanam Pratipadam Purnamrita Smadhanam Sarvatma Snapanam Param Vijayate Sri Krishna Sankirtanam Nam Namakari Bahudhanija Sarva Shakti Tatrarpita Niyamita Smaranina Kalaha Etadrashi Tava Kripa Bhagavan Mamapi Durdhaivam Nidrasham Ihajani Nanuragaha Trinadapi Sunichena Tarorapi Sahishnuna Amanina Manadina Kirtaniya Sadahari Nadhanam Najanam Na Sundarim Kavitam Vajagadisha Kamahe Mama Janmani Janmanishvare Bhavatad Bhaktirahatu Ki Tvai Ainanda Tanuja Kinkaram Patitam Mam Vishame Bhavam Buddho Kripaya Tava Pada Pankaja Stita Dhuri Sadarsham Vichintaye Nayanam Galadashru Dharaya Vadanam Gadgadharuddhaya Gira Pulakernachittam Vapukadam Tavanam Grahane Bhavishyati Yugayitam Nimeshena Chakshusha Pravrashayitam Shunyayitam Jagat Sarvam Govinda Virahena Me Aslishyava Pradiratam Pinastumam Adarshanan Marmahatam Karotu Va Yatha Tatha Vidadatu Lampato Mat Prananatastu Sahivana Paraha Mat Prananatastu Sahivana Paraha Namo Vishnupadaya Krishnapristaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namini Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschata Deshatarini Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Mukam karoti vachalam pangum langayate girim yat kripa tamaham vande paramananda madhavam Sri Guru Dinatarinam. Hare Krishna, welcome all the devotees. Today's class will be in English. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 2. Chapter 3, text number 227. So yesterday, day before yesterday, we have completed 2 verses. Today we'll take up the second, third, fourth verse. Annadya kamastva aditim svarga kamo aditehe sutan Vishan Devan Rajya Pakamaha Sadhyan Samsadhako Visham. Word to word meaning. Annadaya grains, kamaha, one who so desires to, but aditim, aditi, mother of the demigods, swarga, heaven, kamaha, so desiring, aditehe sutan, the sons of Aditi, Vishwan, Vishwadeva, Devan, demigods, Rajya Kamaha, those who hanker for kingdoms, Sadhyan, the Sadhya demigods, Samsadhakaha, what fulfills the wishes. Visham of the mercantile community. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, Sri Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, Jai Srila Prabhupada. So where we stopped, we will continue from there. One desires to be very powerful, should worship fire, and one who aspires only after power should worship money, should worship the Vasus. One should worship the Rudra, incarnation of Lord Shiva, if he wants to be a great hero. One who wants a large stock of grains should worship Aditi. One who desires to attain the heavenly planets should worship the sons of Aditi. One who desires a worldly kingdom should worship Vishwadeva, and one who wants to be popular with the general mass of population should worship the sadhya demigods. One who desires a long span of life should worship the demigods known as the Ashwini Kumars. So, Hare Krishna, in these verses, beginning from the 2nd till the 4th, Shukamuni is telling us how one can obtain different objects. First he was saying about one who desires to be absorbed in impersonal Brahma Jyoti should worship the master of the Vedas, Lord Brahma and Brihaspati. All these points I have already explained. Actually, this is a kind of liberation which the impersonalist desires. No devotee desires such things. It's only Nirakarvadis, impersonalist. They desire to become one in that Brahman effulgence. They want to lose their individuality. Because they are desiring something like this, they will get that. But that kind of liberation, which is known as Sayujya Moksha, is temporary. And again they will have to fall down. Then, so other things also, they want this, want that. All those things, points have been good progeny, one should worship Prajapatis, good fortune, Durga Devi, superintendent of the material world. So actually for all different purposes, different demigods. This point also I cleared in my earlier class. Devotees don't have any of these desires. 2.41, yesterday we discussed Vyavasayatmika buddhir ekeha kuru nandana bahushakahya anantascha buddhayo vyavasayinam. Those who are resolute in Krishna consciousness, their desire is only one. Nothing else, single pointed. They only want to serve Krishna, and that their serving Krishna is only to please Him. In return, they don't want anything. Pure devotional service. Savai pumsam paro dharmo yato bhakti radhokshaje ahaitukya apratihata yatma suprasiddhati. Bhagavat verse. Here it is saying, paro dharmo, supreme occupation. What is that supreme occupation? Yato bhaktir adokshaje, rendering devotional service to Krishna. Krishna's name here mentioned here is Adokshaja. Akshaja means sense perception. Adokshaja means beyond sense perception. So, Krishna, he cannot be understood by our materially blunt senses. Ataha Sri Krishna namadi na bhavet graham indriyahi. It's not possible by these senses to understand Krishna, to see Krishna, to hear Krishna with these senses. Then what is the solution? Sevan mukhehi jivato. When one engages himself, beginning with the tongue, in service of Krishna, if somebody can do this 100%, not there for some time we will engage the tongue in Krishna service and then talk again other things, hear other things, this, that, that won't help. Mixed, it will all become mixed. Results also will be mixed. If one wants full benefit, then engage the tongue fully in the service of the Lord. Sevan mukhehi jivado. then what cannot be understood, everything becomes understood. Swayam eva spuratyadaha. So this way, by engaging all our senses in the service of Krishna, all things can be understood. And now there are people who desire so many things. Vyavasayatmika buddhir ekeha kurunandana. Devotee's desire is only one. Then bahushakaya anantascha buddhayora vyavasayinam. Yesterday I cleared all these points. They are many branched. They want this, they want that, everything they want. Now how to clear all this? The solution is there in Bhagavatam, which we discussed yesterday. The last verse of the previous chapter, that is the second chapter of the same second canto, 2.2.37, Shukamuni is telling, those who drink through oral reception, fully filled with the nectarian message of Lord Krishna, fully filled with the nectarian message, nothing again added, subtracted, no. Fully filled with the nectarian message of Lord Krishna as it is. Then the beloved of the devotees, purifies the polluted aim of life known as material enjoyment. Now what we are having, desire for enjoyment, material enjoyment, sense gratification, that desire will go away. Purifies the polluted aim of life known as material enjoyment, and thus go back to Godhead, to the lotus feet of Krishna, the personality of Godhead. So ultimate solution is here. Now we have to engage our hearing sense in hearing only about Krishna. The problem with us is we hear, we talk, then again we hear something else, we discuss something else. That is becoming a problem, and then everything is getting delayed. So now, desiring all these things, worshipping different demigods, want to become one who desires a worldly kingdom, should worship Vishwadeva. So many things are there. People desire all these things, want to become very popular. One wants to be popular with the general mass of population, should worship the Sadhya demigods. Just like there are now so many people very popular, film stars, sports stars, politicians, very popular. No, there is such desire is there, all right, worship. Devotee should not desire all these things. And the best method is to worship Krishna. By worshipping Krishna, all these demigods automatically will come. Yatha tarora mula nisechanena tripyanti tadskanda bhujopashakaha prana upahara cha yatindriyanam tathaiva sarvahanam achyutteja. This verse clearly explains, just like if somebody wants to water the tree, he has to water the root of the tree. Yatha tarora mula, mula means the root. Yatha tarora mula nisechan tripyanti tadskanda bhujopashakaha. All the branches, leaves, fruits, flowers, everything will get nourished automatically. If the root is watered, all the branches, everything becomes nourished. Tripyanti tadskanda bhujopashakaha. And another example is prana upahar. Oh, today is Ekadashi. No upahar, no water, nothing, full stop. All right, from tomorrow Dvadashi you can take. One day, full stop. So this way, by taking prasad, prana upahara cha yatendriyanam, the whole body becomes nourished. Prana upaharacha yatendriyanam. So two examples are given. One is of the tree, watering the root, another is putting food into the stomach. The whole body becomes nourished. Similarly, tathaiva sarvahanam, all these Devi, Devatas, so many are there. Automatically they'll become satisfied. Tathaiva sarvahanam achyutteja, achyutta, Krishna, Govinda, Mukund. If you just render service to him at his lotus feet, automatically everyone becomes satisfied. So devotees are very, very intelligent. They know where to put water. The root, Krishna is the root. So they will never go in for all these worshipping these demigods, for this benefit, that benefit. Whatever one gets, finally, it is all temporary. Temporary. And when the word temporary comes, we should remember that it is all illusory. You get something temporary and then it is not permanent. Temporary means it is illusion. For example, this body. This body, temporary. Therefore, this body, illusory. Now, an example. In the night we dream. We are in a different body, subtle body. This body is not working that time, the subtle body. And that time we don't remember about this body, what the thing belongs to this body, family, something else. We are in a different world. Dream world. When we wake up into this again, that is gone. And when we are in that, this is gone. Again we go into that, this is gone. When this is there, that is gone. So both are illusory bodies. That is actually false dream body. This is not false, but it is temporary, therefore illusory. There is a difference between false and illusion. That is a dream. This is like a dream, not a dream, like a dream. So all temporary things, illusory things, why one should hanker for them? Today or tomorrow, everything is going to be finished. This body, including this body. Avyaktadini bhutani vyakta madhyani bharata avyakta nidhanan eva tatra ka paridevana. This is a verse from Bhagavad Gita. Lord Krishna is saying this body was not there before. Avyaktadini bhutani. Now vyakta madhyani bharata. In between it is there. Then after some time, avyakta nidhananeva. After death, this body again, Panchabhuta, will go back. Whatever earth is there in this, it will go into earth. Water is there, it will go into water. Fire is there, it will go into fire. Air, ether, Panchabhut, everything gone. Then again it becomes avyakta. Just like they build a building, house, or some big building they make. Now you can see it's all assembled there. Bricks, stone, cement, steel, everything is used and made a house. Then after a few years, maybe 100 years, again completely washed, demolished, gone. Again all those things, they go back to from where they came. So this body is also like that. Avyakta, avyaktadini bhutani, vyakta madhyani bharat, avyakta nidhananeva, tatra ka paridevana. So why one should be attached and why should one hanker for all these things? Everything temporary. Yesterday we also discussed this body finally is going to become one of these three things. This body, yesterday only I spoke, it will become one of these three things. If some animal eats this body, it will become stool of that animal. Firoz, one person who was a Parsi, the first admiral of Indian Navy. So he was the admiral of Navy. He was always in the sea. Firoz Rustum, his name is Firoz Rustum, first admiral of Indian Navy. So all the time he was in sea. So he is saying towards the end of his life, whole life I have enjoyed fish. Because he was always in sea, he used to eat fishes. He said, whole life I have enjoyed fishes. Now, after my death, he is telling his wish, after my death, you put my body into the sea, throw my body into the sea. Let fish enjoy me. The whole life he is saying he enjoyed fish. And after my death, he is saying, throw my body into the ocean. Let fish enjoy my body. They will eat. So after the fishes eat the body, what will happen? It will become stool of that fish. Or some birds, animals, they eat the body. It will become stool of that bird stool or animal stool it will become. So one day either this body will become stool, if it is eaten by some animal, bird or fish. If not, they burn this body, it will become ash. And if they bury this body into the earth, it will become mud. So this one of these three things it is going to become. Why one should be so much attached to this body? One should not be attached. So yesterday we also remembered what Shukamuni is telling. 4 points. First he is telling, one should be bold enough not to be afraid of death. It is going to come. Mrityu samupetya. Today or tomorrow. It is going to come. Everybody has to face, and one should be prepared. So one should be bold enough not to be afraid of death, first thing. Second, cut off all attachment to this body. Third, and pertaining to this body, family, property, everything, cut off attachment. Then desires thereof. 4 things. Practically we have to try all this. All this world is full of illusion. Maya look, Maya Nagari. In the Gita also we were discussing 8th chapter. Arjuna in the beginning, first verse itself, he asks Krishna 5 questions. The first question is, what is Brahman? Second is Adhyatma. Third is Karma. Fourth, Adi Bhuta. Fifth, Adi Deva. 5 questions Arjuna asked. Krishna answered all those questions. What is Brahman? Krishna says that which is indestructible, spiritual, transcendental living entity, that is Brahman. That is to say, the soul. Adhyatma, the soul's nature. Nitya Krishna Das. That is Adhyatma. Third, karma. Actions by which one will again have to take another body like this. That is known as karma. One performs activities by which again he will have to take birth. That is known as karma. And Adi Bhuta is pertaining to this material world, manifested world, which is all temporary. I'll read out those exact words. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, the indestructible, transcendental, living entity is called Brahman, and his eternal nature is called Adhyatma. Action pertaining to the development of material bodies of the living entity is called karma or fruitive activities. So 3 questions answered. The last 2, Adi Bhuta and Adi Daiva. O best of the embodied beings, the physical nature, which is constantly changing. This physical nature is constantly changing. See, today morning there was showers there, the rain was there. Some time back we were saying it is so cold, so cold, so cold. Weather was very cold. Now, today it's not so cold, quite warm. Everything is changing. Change is the only constant. So this physical nature, which is constantly changing, is called Adi Bhuta. See, all these things we should have learnt in school. All these things we should have learnt in school. But unfortunately, we never got opportunity to learn all this in school. Now today, this is appearing to be, something very great, very big. The ABCD, this is spiritual life. Now for us it is appearing like PhD. Basic things, what is Brahman, what is Adhyatma, what is karma, what is Adi Bhuta, Adi Daiva, all basic things. Small children we should have learnt all this. Okay, we never got opportunity, but at least now, your children, grandchildren, you should give them opportunity. Teach them all these things. Let them learn verses. And I read on some message that in government, Bharat Sarkar, Modi Sarkar has taken a decision to make Bhagavad Gita an additional subject in school from 6th to standard to 10th. If it is implemented, it will be really good. So that is Adi Bhuta. And what is Adi Daiva? The universal form of the Lord, which includes all demigods like those of the sun and moon, is called Adi Daiva. Everything is answered. So this world, it is constantly changing. When there is constant change, means it is temporary. Therefore, this whole world is illusory. Now, as long as we were dreaming, maybe a good dream, bad dream, We were dreaming, we were feeling that it's all really happening. The moment we woke up, we realized, oh, it is all a dream. We woke up, it's all a dream. Nothing is there. The bad dream, we had become fearful. And we woke up, there's nothing. Oh, I am safe. Nothing happened. Bad dream. Good dream. After waking up, oh, nothing is there. Nothing good happened. Dream. So the moment we wake up, we realize that it was just a dream. Similarly, as long as we are on this bodily platform known as Deha Bhuta, now we feel all this is really happening. When the soul becomes awakened, enlightened, and gladdened soul, then we realize all this illusion. Just like as long as we were dreaming, it's all appearing to be really happening. The moment we woke up, oh, dream. Similarly, as long as we are on this bodily platform, Deha Bhuta, all these effects we are feeling this. It's really happening. But all illusory effects. We have got a body has been provided with senses, all effects, pleasure, pains, all these emotions, everything is coming. And we feel it's all really happening. It's happening, but temporary. Then when the soul becomes awakened, then it becomes all an illusion. I'll give another example. Now we see on the roadside, they put big hoardings. The bank people, they put an advertisement. Your dream house. Now everybody is having a dream house. He thinks that I should have a house like this. Nice, big house, beautiful house. All right. A dream house picture they have made there. Your dream house will become a reality. Will become a reality. If you take loan from us. The advertisement is saying like that. Your dream house, it will become a reality. Approach us, take loan from us, and you will have a house. So this person saw it. Oh, dream house, I should go to the bank. He approached the bank manager and everything got cleared, sanctioned, loan sanctioned. And in due course, the help of a contractor, house was ready. Dream house got ready. Then Graha Pravesh, grand opening, all that functions, everything took place. He entered into the house, dream house. Then, that's enough, dream house? No. He has a dream girl. Oh, dream girl also he'll get. He got married, dream girl, and children he wanted. All right, children also came. Dream car, oh, beautiful car. That also came. Everything he wanted, he got. Dream car, dream girl, dream house, everything became true. And it will remain true as long as that soul is still in that body. When that soul leaves that body, again it becomes a dream. Arey, I had a house like this. I had a wife. I had children. I had a car. Oh, where is that? After death, again it becomes a dream. And all the conditioned souls, we are running after this dream-like. Forgetting our real self, forgetting our real duty. captivated by all these illusory things, running after all this. Just like the verses are saying, want to become one who desires a worldly kingdom should worship Vishwadeva. And one who wants to become popular with the general mass of population should worship the Sadhya demigods. Now we see popular people and who wish I also could become popular like this. You become popular like that, then what happens? Your life is at risk. You see those popular people, always they are surrounded with guards, bodyguards, because anytime they can be assassinated, killed. So you guys want all that? Who wants to become popular and who wants to be killed like this? No. For all these things, no, we don't want. Na dhanam, na janam. What is this na janam? The same thing, becoming very popular. Na janam means I do not want a large number of followers. Not this janam mrityu. Here it is mentioning as no, na janam means no, I don't want large number of followers. I don't want any popularity. No dhanam, no janam, no sundari. Then what do you want? Kavitam va jagadisha kama mama janmani janmanishware. Even he doesn't want liberation. Janma janma is saying. Bhavata bhakti rahai tuki tvai. Only I want your unalloyed devotional service, nothing else. Now one may question, all this is illusion. Then what about devotional service? What about going to the temple? What about these classes? It's also temporary. It's also illusory. One can get such questions because everything you are saying is illusion. This world itself, everything is temporary and everything is illusion. Then what about all these things? Temple, this devotional service, devotee association. Yeah, this is also one way, temporary only. But it is getting connected to the truth. Satyam param dhimahi. It is in relation with Krishna, Supreme Lord. Therefore, this is not temporary. All other things are simply based on this body. But this is for the soul, this is for the super soul, Paramatma, for Krishna. It is on the spiritual platform. Therefore, this is not an illusion. It is a reality. It is in touch with the reality. Completely on the spiritual platform. Material platform is temporary. Material platform is illusory. But this is not illusory because it is on the spiritual platform. So, all these kinds of desires one should never have. Now we'll just go through the purport a little because there are few more verses. 3 verses got over today, I think. 1, 2, 3. Another 3 verses are there. We will read the remaining translation later. Little purport we'll just go through. There are different modes of worship for different persons desiring success in particular subjects. The conditioned soul living within the purview of the material world cannot be an expert in every type of materially enjoyable assets. But one can have considerable influence over a particular matter by worshipping a particular demigod. As mentioned above, Ravana was made a very powerful man by worshipping Lord Shiva, and he used to offer severed heads to please Lord Shiva. Ravana became very popular, very powerful, because he worshipped Lord Shiva. And he was offering the heads of men, cutting off their heads and offering them to Lord Shiva. He became powerful by the grace of Lord Shiva, that all the demigods were afraid of him, until he was last challenged by the personality of Godhead Sri Ramachandra, and thus ruined himself. So Ravana became so popular, very powerful, but finally what happened? Everything got finished. So all these things, temporary, illusory things, one should never aspire. There is a verse in the Chaitanya Charitamrita which says, Bhukti, Mukti, Siddhi, Kami. 4 classes. Bhukti, Mukti, Siddhi, Kami. Sakale Ashant. Ravana. Shanta. Ashant. He had so many queens. Mandodari, very chaste wife. So many queens he had. Still he was hankering for Sita Devi. Ashant. All these 4 classes of people will be always Ashant. Bhukti, Mukti, Siddhi, Kami. Sakale Ashant. Krishna Bhakta, Nishkam, Ataeva Shant. Krishna Bhakta has no such desires. These 4, no? Who are these 4? Karmi, Jnani, Yogis. Karmi means bhukti. I want to enjoy the results of my work. They are known as karmi. Jnani, bhukti, mukti. They want to become one. Just like in this verse, beginning we discussed. They want to lose their individuality, become one in that Brahman effulgence. That is known as mukti. Bhukti, mukti, siddhi, yogis. They want to attain siddhis. 8 kind of siddhis. Devotees are not interested. Which are those 8 kinds of siddhis? In the earlier chapter we have seen. 8 kind of siddhis? No, we don't want. Becoming smaller than the smallest. Just go through. Becoming bigger than the biggest. Lighter than the lightest. Heavier than the heaviest. So I'll just read out those 8 kind of siddhis. They do not achieve the power of becoming small. One is Anima Siddhi. Then there is Lagima Siddhi. Anima means achieve the power of becoming small like a particle. Anima Siddhi, smaller than the smallest. Then lighter than the soft feather, that is known as Lagima Siddhi. Then there is they do not have to get anything and everything from anywhere and everywhere. That is known as Prapta Siddhi. They can get whatever they want from any part of the world. Or becoming heavier than the heaviest, Mahima Siddhi. Lighter than lightest, heavier than the heaviest, smaller than the smallest, and becoming bigger than the biggest. To act freely, even to create something wonderful or to annihilate anything at will, this is known as Ishitva Siddhi. To control all material elements, Vashitva Siddhi. To possess such power, we will never be frustrated in any desires. All desires will be fulfilled. That is known as Prakyama Siddhi. They will never be frustrated. That Siddhi also is there. Prakyama Siddhi. or to kama vasaya ita siddhi. So 8 kind of siddhis they don't want, devotees don't want. Yogis want all this. But this is also temporary. Therefore, they are also ashant. Prabhupada writes in one purport about unalloyed devotional service. Pure devotees, they don't want anything. 5 kind of liberation, no, we don't want. 8 kind of siddhi, no, we don't want. Then what do you want? Only we want only Krishna, to serve Him with love, nothing else. So Prabhupada writes there, when devotees serve Krishna like this, without desire for 5 kind of liberation, 8 kind of siddhi, the Lord becomes immensely pleased with such devotees. The Lord becomes immensely pleased with such devotees. Not pleased, immensely pleased. When they don't desire anything, they just want to please Krishna, that gives Krishna the very great pleasure. He becomes very pleased with such devotees. In other words, all such persons who aspire after gaining some or all the material objects of enjoyment or the gross materialistic persons are on the whole less intelligent as confirmed in Bhagavad Gita 7.20. We have discussed this in 7.20. Kamastaste hrita jnana prapadyante hanya devata. They will do all these things. But devotees, they are not less intelligent. They are very intelligent. They will never ask for all these things. They know it is all illusion, temporary. No, I don't want. What do you want? Krishna, nothing else. Krishna should be satisfied, nothing else. Okay, we'll stop here. Today, because of this 14th January, Makar Sankranti, so many devotees said they will not be coming here to Govardhana. So we decided to cancel today's program here at Govardhana. But however, from 4 to 6, we will be chanting the Bhagavad Gita verses, 700 verses. All those who can come, please join. Come here to Govardhana. Together we can sit and chant the verses from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. All Bhagavad Gita verses. Stop here now. Granthra Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Dhanyavad Hare Krishna.